Hi, Shronda with Enrichology Tutoring, bringing you a quick video over linear equations. So, when we're looking at linear equations in Algebra 2, of course, a linear equation is just a graph of a straight line. There are three ways we can represent these equations. So, we can either use what is called a point-slope form, a slope-intercept form, or a standard form. Now remember, these are just three ways of saying the same thing. You can write one line in three formats, which is what we're going to do as an example. Now each one has its benefits. Point slope form, which is where you have m, which is the slope, and you take 1 point. It can be easily converted to slope intercept form. That's this form. Slope intercept form is the easiest to graph. And then we have standard form, which is ax plus by equals c. We often use this one when we're later on when you're talking about the quadratic formula and stuff like that. So it's in integers, meaning you need to have whole numbers, positive, negative whole numbers, no fractions, and a is going to be positive. So when we write an equation in standard form, no fractions, and make sure this a term is actually a positive term. If not, we need to multiply the equation by a negative sign in order to change that a, and everything else flip their signs. Okay, so here's an example. We have m. M is our slope for this one, for a given line. It's -3/4. And we have a point, -2, 3. First, I'm going to label my x and my y. Now, of course, when we say the alphabet, x comes before y. So x is here, y is here. So this is my x1, y1. Now, I'm going to write a point slope form of this equation first. I'm going to do y minus y1, which is 3, equals m, which is -3/4, times x minus x1, which is -2. Oh, minus -2. Oh, I got a double negative right here. When I'm trying to subtract a negative number, turn it a positive. So I'm going to do y minus 3 equals -3/4 x plus 2. I have that equation now in point slope form. Now, let's convert this form from point slope to slope intercept. As I said, slope intercept is the easiest to graph. I'm going to go here. I'm going to distribute my fraction. I'm going to do y minus 3 equals -3/4 x. I'm distributing this fraction to both of these terms inside of the parentheses. Plus, actually, that's going to be minus. Love that. Minus, because I'm going to do -3 times 2 equals -6/4. Awesome. This is almost in slope intercept form. I need to move over this 3 because slope intercept is in y equals mx plus b. So I need to move my 3 over and do a plus 3. Because if I'm going past the equal sign, I need whatever I do over here, I got to do the opposite over there. Reverse. And then I'm going to do -3/4 x. And because I have a mixed number, this being a fraction and this being a whole number, I'm going to turn this whole number into a fraction. So I'm going to do -6/4 over, or plus, I'm going to put this as a fraction over 4. So I'm going to multiply it by 4 up top and 4 at the bottom. So that will be 12/4. Ooh, that easily reduces down because, of course, yeah. But we're going to do that after we do this. So I have y equals -3/4 x plus, because this is -6 plus 12, I can just ignore the bottom because the denominator is the same. So it'll be +6/4. This is now in y equals mx plus b4. Plus b4. X plus b form. All right. So this, of course, is a mixed fraction. It's actually 1.5, or that means that my y-intercept for this graph, my first dot will be at x equals 0, y equals 1.5. So here I have my slope, -3/4 x. I can take this form and I can convert it into standard form, all right? So remember, standard form is integers, no fractions, and a is positive. So I'm going to move this. Y equals -3/4 x plus 6 over 4. And I'm going to do a switcheroo. I'm going to take my constant here because you see how you have that C? Well, I'm going to leave the C there. And I'm going to move my X over. So I'm going to take this. If I want to move it over, I need to add it to both sides. And so now I'm left with positive 3/4 X plus Y equals 6 over 4. Is this in standard form yet? No, because I don't I have fractions. I need to get rid of my fractions. So the only way to do that is to multiply this all by 4. So 4 times 3, of course, is 12 over 4x plus 4y equals 24 over 4. Now, of course, we know 12 divided by 4 is going to leave me with 3x plus 4y equals 6. Now, we could have got here. We didn't have to do this step. I just wanted to show the logic. But this 4 and 4 would cancel right here. This 4 and that 4 would cancel right there, which will bring us back to this 4 and 6. But always remember, there is an implied 1 in front of it, front of the variable if it's by itself. All right, that is it. Peace out.